One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Playboy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Red Hook, New York. It's NBA One Take, January 16th, 2024. For me, it's 2 games on the docket as well as something I've been watching. All right, the first game is the battle of the MVPs, the Nuggets versus the Sixers. Jokic versus Embiid. Jokic versus Embiid. And this is what we need. We need action. And then disappoint. Because Nikola Jokic, he had 25. He had 19 rebounds. MPJ had 20. Jamal Murray finished with 17 and 10. And Aaron Gordon finished with 16 for the Nuggets. But it was the Sixers, man. Joel Embiid, 41 points, 20 rebounds. He was dominant, going at Jokic. They had to switch a lot. Embiid wanted to win this game. You know, the narratives out there, yo, he don't want that damn Jokic smoke. He be smoking him. He don't want to go to death. Listen, when Embiid is engaged, he's the most dominant player in the NBA, hands down. Okay, and Embiid showed it. He showed it. He definitely showed it. My man Tyrese Maxey finished with 25, and he had 9. One Tobias Harris, he had 24. But see, when those guys all get that, yo, the Sixers is damn near unstoppable if all those guys are playing well. That's like a big three. You know, it's a real big three. You know, people say, "Oh, listen, I know when Tobias is on, man, you gotta understand that people. Tobias can get his. This is no joke." But it's a big one for Philly. You know, they go 26 and 13 in the season. Nuggets is 28 and 14. But this could possibly be a finals preview. Possible. This would be great. Okay, and next game of the night was also a good one, man. It's the LA Clippers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's the Clippers, man. They continue to roll. Behind one Paul George, who was heroic tonight. He finished with 38. Kawhi Leonard had 16. James Harden with 16, and Russell Westbrook with 11. Listen, these guys is not playing. They getting that cohesion. The Clippers, the defense that they have is all looking good. I was speaking to somebody. It was like, yo, man, they need something. They need an extra big. They should get rid of Norman Powell. Nah, they should wait. Wait for the buy. Somebody good gonna come up. Leave what you got. Don't trade. Be careful. You already made the trade. Don't be greedy. That's how you mess up. Leave it. Get the buyout. Somebody's gonna be available. Trust and believe. But for the Thunder, SGA, he finished with 19. Jalen Williams had 23. Lou Dort with 19. Isaiah Joe hit some corner shots, and he was real big, and he finished with 15 for the Thunder. You know, Thunder take a loss here. Chet Holmgren wasn't too well. I think he finished with 9 and 11. So, but they just gotta get it together. They gotta get it together. They're learning, but OKC, like I said, they don't give up. They did not give up. They did not give up. Now, there's a series I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be giving weekly updates because I'm a huge fan of this series. But every single season, it's a new case. So yeah, I will be giving weekly recap on True Detective Night Country. This is episode 1. right? So a man finds a tongue, and this is in Alaska in the expedition room, screaming and everything else like that. So because there's some missing biophysicists, we're going to call them that. So Elizabeth Danvers, she's played by one Jodie Foster. So she's going to be on the case. Older person, she's a mom, and and then there's Agent Navarro. There's a backstory with her taking the case because she's trying to solve a case that was closed. Her and Danvers do have some kind of history. She was reassigned to a different post. So we will find out more about that. But there's interest there because she sees that and then she's like, oh, that's reminded of my case. And her and Danvers have some issues while they're talking. Danvers have some things with her daughter. Her daughter called. Her daughter must be having a sex sort of video with a young person. I'm like, oh, I know what this. So, and so Danvers have a team. She has a father and son combination. I didn't catch their names. I'll definitely catch their names again. Father son detectives. The son, he's new. He does everything. He looks up to Danvers. It's an issue with the father there, possibly with the mother that's not in his life, and the father is trying to, I don't know, it's probably a little tough on him. It's a little thing, but the son has a girlfriend, and the girlfriend is Alaskan, like Native American and everything else like that. So this is some good context there, a little diverse, but so Agent Navarro, okay, she's badass. She's just full of tattoos, and she had a real crazy sex scene. I was like, shit. Hope the white watch. I was watching it. I'm like, oh god, whoa, shit. I said, I hope nobody thinking I'm watching porn. It's a little tense. It's real tense. Yeah, it's a real intense sex scene. And the sex scene did describe about her, how tough she is. She's really tough. But there's some vulnerability there. And you'll see it. You can see it in her eyes. But she's really got a tough skin. She's full of tough. She's a real badass. Really a true badass. Trust me. Because the opening scene, she was just arresting a guy that attacked a woman. And then the guy did something. She just handcuffed and beat the shit out of him. So. But in the closing of the episode, they do find the biophysicist after a strange man is talking to himself, and he found them, and their heads was bundled under the ice. So that's going to be something concerning to Danvers in this, because these guys, like, they're freezing, but the thing is, like, the way they looked was like almost like they was fear for their life, right? So that was really good. Just opening up. People always want to talk about the original True Detective, which is, to me, is one of the greatest first seasons in the history of TV cinema, top 5. But I don't like people comparing. You can always have a good thing without comparing, but people will do it, and I'll leave that alone. That's why, people got their kind of opinions on certain things because of the table that was set. All right. So, NBA news: Dwayne Wade is going to get a statue outside Miami. Congratulations to my man D-Wade. I'm happy for him. This is well-deserved. Dwayne Wade is well-deserved to get a statue in Miami. He's supposed to. Okay? He's supposed to get a statue in Miami. And he's going to get that there. It's the Wade County, did so much for the Heat, 3 championships. I don't got to explain anything. You already know how I feel about D-Wade. That's my boy. He's won me a lot of money. I love him. You already know he's always one of my top players ever. Favorite players to watch. So when he gets his thing. But then people are talking about, what about Bron? Whoa. Bron is not getting a statue in Miami. Bron to get his jersey retired, but he's not getting a statue. I think Dwayne Wade was the only person that's going to get a statue, and maybe possibly Alonzo Mourning. Maybe. But I don't even think Zoe is worthy enough to do it. Yeah, he got 1 championship, but he didn't. He's a great Miami Heat player. I think you could say he's obviously second to Dwayne Wade. Depends on how you feel about LeBron. LeBron only been there 4 years. Zoe been there for 8. But it's questionable, because he went to 1 conference finals. They lost 4-1 to the Bulls gentleman's sweep. They had these issues with the Knicks. He left. He had the kidney price. He came back, and then he came back and he was with Shaq and them that wanted an 06 with Dwayne Wade and them, but he was a backup. So I don't know. I think he deserves a statue. Now, this is breaking news. Paskal Siakam was traded to the Indiana Pacers. This is a big trade. Big trade. Reason why it's big, Paskal Siakam gets the hell out of Toronto, right? Just wasting his talents away. Been wasting his talents away for the last 4 seasons, right? Why? He needs to spread his wings, and compete and not worry about certain things, not be in some kind of transition. Are we going with Scotty Barnes? What are we doing? And then what they're saying, like, yeah, sometimes he have to play the 5 or Scotty played the 4, and it's just like, no. Siakam is a 4. He could play a little 3, but now as he got older, he's a 4. They don't want to put Scotty Barnes at the 3 because he can't shoot. So I think that's one of the things that Nick Nurse is trying to definitely explain to them. But besides jury, he's waiting before he makes his move. Now they get Bruce Brown and they get Bruce Brown and Kyra Lewis from New Orleans. They get some guys back, whatever. They're flipping all that up. They're gonna keep Bruce Brown and not re-sign him, let him go thing, and then because Toronto's just reevaluating, right? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna reevaluate and then go moving forward. See what they're gonna do. Yeah. But this is NBA One Takes Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.